Welcome, race fans, to the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the All-American Racing League's Truck Series, brought to you by Callahan Motorsports. This is the GTech 250 at Richmond Raceway. I am your host, David Hillbilly Hara, and in the booth with me, as always, is David Lafano. David, back here at Richmond for a little bit of night racing action in the Truck Series, man. What are your thoughts on tonight's race?
Yeah, man, fun to be back here in Richmond. Always look forward to Richmond for sure. This is a fun short track. I think it's about 3/4 mile, right? I think it's 3/4.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
Still a short track. It should be good.
Yeah, it's a 0.72 mile track. The temperature outside is 88 degrees or 83 degrees Fahrenheit with a track temperature of 88 degrees. So the track's kind of cool. Should cool off even as the sun goes down and the lights come on, which will provide more grip for these drivers here in the Truck Series. Now, they are running the full length, 250 laps, and full fuel, one quick repair if they have incident and need to get that truck repaired. We do have, looks like 12 trucks as of right now in the field. This should be an exciting race tonight.
Yeah, like I said, really looking forward to this. Get back on the short tracks, maybe a little beat and banging, some tempers. Maybe, hopefully, I like to see it. So it'll be interesting. But the funnest part about this is the final race of the regular season for these drivers. So after tonight, the top 10 in the points will be locked in to that playoff spot. So, and the thing that's even more interesting here, looking at the playoff grid. So we've got 6 drivers that are locked in on wins. Those 6 drivers are Michael Kurgelak, Curtis Sobrin, Travis Rodriguez, Michael Boone, Nathan Christensen, and Benny Campbell are all locked in to the playoffs. But there's 4 drivers battling there for the final spots. So James Nelson, Chad Snyder, Tyrone Yo, and Michael Bovera right now at this moment are locked in. Not locked in, but they would be the ones to transfer. But the interesting one, Brendan Mathia, sitting in 11th, just 3 points back from making that top 10 cutoff. Right now, he's only run 67% of the races. I think he required to run at least 70% of the regular season. So it'll be curious if he can point his way in here and where he lands on that percentage.
Yeah, and Dave, here to add to that, he's going to get in there tonight, as Michael Bovera has taken a provisional tonight. We also have Travis Juggles Rodriguez taking a provisional and Ken DePlanche Jr. taking a provisional. But Michael Bovera was right there on the cut line, as you mentioned. So with only being a 3-point difference, and Brendan Mathia in the field currently has the fastest time in practice, very good chance that he could take over that spot tonight.
Yeah, so that's a good thing to catch there with Michael Bovera missing. So what I don't know is this one race, does it make up that 3% that he needs to qualify? That's the question I have. Probably won't know until after the race on how that's going to play out.
Now, does that 3%, does that count for point? I mean, can you point your way in with lower than the 70%, or is the 70% just if you have a win and you're in?
I believe the 70% is winning you're in. That's a good question. Let's take a look at the points. Let me see if I can find the actual points.
Because I believe that's what it is. If you're below 70%, then you must point your way in rather than the win and you're in. But if you're above that 70 percentile mark, then your win and you're in would keep you in the playoffs.
Yeah, so right here, even in the regular season points, he's scored as 11th in points. So he would have to hit, if he makes it. No, he should. I'm not sure. We're going to have to figure that one out, to be honest.
All right. Well, real quick, before we go down to do our pre-race presentation before qualifying here, I would like to go ahead and bring this up. You know, there was an incident yesterday that affects the country, and we'd like to from us here at SimWorld Racing Network, we'd like to give our condolences to the Comparator family as they lost Corey Comparator at a Trump rally. Very tragic incident, totally uncalled for incident. And we're not getting political here. We just want to say this is a life. This is about humanity. And our condolences go out to the family and those injured and their families that are dealing with this tonight, including Mr. Trump. So God bless them all. But let's go down now to for our national anthem, and we'll be right back with you. Please rise if you're able and remove your hat as the United States Navy Band performs our national anthem. All right, a huge shout out to the United States Naval Band for their rendition of our national anthem. And again, God bless America. Everybody stay safe out there. Anyway, qualifying is underway here in the the All-American Racing League Truck Series. We are the Sim World Racing Network. This is the GTech 250 at Richmond Raceway. Jumping down trackside here to check on some of the qualifying efforts as I try to pull up the right page here. There we are.
Yeah, currently, right now, Chad Snyder's sitting on the pole with a 22.17.
Good lap for Chad Snyder. It's Michael Boone setting on track. Curtis Sauburn. Why are they setting still, Dave, or am I having a little bit of issue here? No, I see Brandon Mathia out running on track. I had a couple trucks sitting on track. I must have caught them at the end of their run. Campbell jumps to a 22.060 with Mathia at a 22.164. Put Campbell to the top of the charts. I did some practice with Campbell the other night. He had a very, very quick truck, very fast, and he showed it right here in qualifying as he is currently the pole sitter here. As qualifying, looks like all drivers that are going to take a time have taken their times. That'll put Benny Campbell on the pole, Brendan Mathia to the outside of row 1, Chad Snyder inside of row 2 in the 3rd position with Michael Boone to his outside. Curtis Sauburn will start 5th with James Nelson starting 6th. Randy Sprouse starts in the 7th position with Michael Kerjlak starting in 8th. Now, the last 4, not sure about yet. That was Tyrone Yo, Tommy Osborne, Cam Harris, and Nathan Christensen. We'll have to see if any of them decide to take a lap, which could confuse what I just said, but don't have much time left. But we'll find out where they are put in the order as the driver's grid. This race brought to you by GTech. Check them out at buygtech.com. GTech Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers. They are the best in the business, folks. If you have tools in your garage and you need clean to your laundry, anything you need with the degreasing, this is the safest product on the market today. Check them out at buygtech.com. That's buygtech.com. Tommy Osborne actually going out to take a lap here. So on track at the moment is Tommy Osborne. We'll see where Tommy's able to time in, if he's able to shake it up here among the top drivers here, or the top 8 at least. As Tommy now heads down the backstretch and into turn 3. Coming around to take his first lap as he crosses the line, Tommy will time in with a 22.41, knocks Michael Kerjlak back to 9th. That's 8th for Osborne. And it looks like he runs 1 and he's done. Was this just a 1-lap qualifier, Dave?
Yeah, I think there might have been a mistake, but it looks like a 1-lap qualifier for everybody.
Okay, all right. So we'll put Osborne 8th on the outside of Sprouse with Kerjlak in 9th. We'll see where Tyrone Yo, Cam Harris, and Nathan Christensen fit into the field. We know they're going to be at the back of the pack now. Qualifying is about wrapped up here. So we'll see where they line up as these trucks grid. If you're watching this and enjoy what you're watching, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it will help out this small channel here as we are trying to grow this channel and get this in front of more people who like to see sim racing happen. This is some great racing here in the All-American Racing League. We do racing here on Sim World Racing Network 3 nights a week at the moment. Our schedules don't let us do a whole lot more than that, unfortunately. We do special events when asked, but yeah. Check us out. We have races on Sunday nights. We have the All-American Racing League Cup Series on Tuesday nights, as well as the Quick Finishers Racing League every Friday night. That's a Cup Series event or league as well, as the trucks are taking the grid now here at the Richmond Raceway.
Yeah, like you said, this is a full-length race. They run full-length races every week, so 250 laps around Richmond tonight.
And if you're interested in iRacing, or maybe you're an iRacer yourself already and you're interested in running in the All-American Racing League Truck Series, contact us at facebook.com/All-American Racing League. That's facebook.com/All-American Racing League. And we'll see where you can fit into this. Now, if you show what you can do and you're a pretty safe and courteous driver, then maybe you get the opportunity to move over to the All-American Racing League Cup Series on Tuesday nights, which is a very, very competitive league. There's also a lot of the same guys running in the Quick Finishers Racing League on Friday nights. So just give us a shout. That's facebook.com/All-American Racing League. It's Benny Campbell in that 67 is the pole sitter and will be the first truck taking the green here, warming up those tires here at this short track. Now we know Benny, he races in the real world there, races here in North Carolina. And always been good here on the sim in the short track racing. Brendan Mathias seems to be good about anywhere he goes in that number 71 truck. So be watching out for him, as well as Michael Boone, Chad Snyder, James Nelson, Curtis Auburn, Tommy Osborne, Randy Sprouse, Nathan Christensen, Michael Kerjelak, Tyrone Yo. Cameron Harris did not make it into the lineup, it looks like, unfortunately. Not sure what happened with him, but we're going to come around here as the pace car is going to lead us around and drop off the track. Barney is up in the flag stand, has the green flag in his hand, has yet to drop it yet as the drivers have not made it around track to do so. Now he's got it in the air, hasn't quite waved it yet, but here we go. As the drivers come through turn 3, pace car is off. Green flag is in the air. Good jump by the 67. Campbell. As they head off into 1. 67 on the inside, 71 on the outside. Head into 3, still side by side for the lead. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I was just saying the 71 trying to battle back here on the outside of the 67, get down to the 1, give it to the 71.
Yeah.
Should be able to clear Benny Campbell off of turn number 2.
Yeah, Brendan Mathias able to make that outside work. That's
Yellow
no
is
easy.
out.
Oh, what happened? Curtis Auburn may have had an issue.
Curtis
Dave.
Auburn.
We'll jump back and see if we can find out what happened with Curtis here. Early caution here in the GTech 250. Keep an eye on this 54 truck as he's trying to get around the 75. He's to the inside of the 5. He and the 5 almost make contact. 54 gets loose. Now he's up in, all the drivers able to miss him. What a great job by this field and by Curtis Auburn, but not tearing that truck up, getting hard into the wall. So lost a lot of position there. May have flat spotted the tires if that's a thing here in the sim, but good job by everybody in the field not trashing their stuff. Curtis Auburn is on pit road. It's going to come down.
He's got a little bit of damage to that right front nose. fender part of that truck, so he's gonna have to get that squared away.
Yeah, I mean, he's at the back of the field. Looks like now that Cam Harris is actually going to take the field here. So he was just late getting back to his machine, unfortunately. But is coming around here. So he's going to be a lap down, I believe. How many laps did we run there?
We're on lap 4 right now, so he's looking at least
several
3 or
laps
4 laps down.
I don't believe he's going to have any problem getting some of those back, as there may be caution flags here, as it is short track racing, albeit only 12 drivers in the field. Yeah, I never count Cam Harris out if he's in the field, period.
Yeah, absolutely. Cam Harris is pretty good here. He's typically good on the short tracks as well. So places like Richmond, Bristol, Martinsville, he tends to do very well there.
Your leader is the number 71 of Brenda Mathia, followed by Benny Campbell. Chad Snyder up to third position, or holding on to that third position. Michael Boone in fourth. James Nelson up to fifth, with Randy Sprouse sixth. Seventh is Michael Kerjelak. Tyrone Yo is eighth. Ninth is Tommy Osborne. Nathan Christensen in 10th. 11th is Curtis Sauber, who just had the issue. Came to pit road, got a little bit of work done on it. Just figured might as well. I'm already at the back of the field. Let's go get that damage fixed. Take the time to do it. Didn't go a lap down. Cam Harris is several laps down in 12th position, but just recently joined the field as the pace car is off. Control truck is the 71.
Green is out. I'm showing Cam Harris as 2 laps down, as Chad Snyder had a problem. Did not get going on that start.
Has a little damage to the rear of that truck as well, it appears, as again, you said he didn't get going. See what happened. See if we can go back and catch the replay here. See what happened with Chad. Chad's had a few problems with coming up through the gears since he's got a new shifter in this simulator, and has had a little bit of problem getting used to that gate. So he takes off in the third position, does not get going. The 75 gets into him, and he gets down into the grass. A little bit of damage to the 75, a little bit of damage to that 26 machine, but we're still green and moving on.
Yeah, I just watched Chad's in-car. Same thing that happened last week in the trucks. He got stuck in the gate, so kind of put him in neutral. That's what happened here.
Yeah, so in the Cup Series, we use a oh shoot, what do we call that? I get a brain farted a little. Sequential shifter, right? And he uses his shifter as a sequential shifter. Hasn't had a problem with this new shifter doing that. But when he switches over to the H pattern, last week, as you mentioned, he did have a problem getting through the gate, as the 67's applying some pressure to the 71 of Mathia.
Yeah, Benny Campbell not letting Mathia slip away completely here, still keeping him honest.
As they pulled out some 1.5 seconds over Michael Boone in third. Michael Kerjelak is up to fourth. Battle going on for that third position between the Michaels. Randy Sprouse holding on to that fifth position in the number 17 Castrol Edge machine, followed by Tommy Osborne and Curtis Sauber. And Curtis Sauber rebounding quite nicely to seventh so far in that Monster Energy number 54 truck. James Nelson with that little bit of damage. This is short track racing, though, so you're going to have damage, and it's really, I want to say it's not going to affect your truck too much unless you start overheating, or it's about it, really. I mean, you can have the whole front clip gone and not really lose too much speed on a short track like this. As we see Tyrone Yo battling back to the outside of the 75. 75 barely clears. Chad Snyder with that new paint on his truck looks very, very good. I'm really impressed by Blues Race Designs and what they did with this particular truck. Looks great under the setting sun here tonight, but unfortunately for Chad, he's 2 seconds behind Nathan Christensen in 10th, but trying to make up that distance. Back out front, Brenda Matthias pulled out to about 0.4 of a second here, just a couple of car lengths over the 67 of Benny Campbell. Benny not letting him get away. I will say this about Benny. Benny is really driving that truck off the corner. I noticed the rear of that truck trying to step out towards the wall off the corner of, I think off of 4. Really tries to step out on him, and he's just driving it for all it's worth, still holding on to that 71.
Yeah, it's a good battle there for the lead. We've got a battle, too, for the 3rd position. That's heated up a little bit more, like I said, between the Michaels. Michael Boone in 3rd, and 4th, Michael Kurgelak wants that 3rd position.
Kurds right to the rear bumper. Now looking to the inside of the 5 of Boone. Side by side as they head through the corner. At the start-finish line, it was still Boone holding on to that position. Now down into 1. Kurds gets a little bit ahead. Now fighting back on the outside. Michael Boone squeezing that 41 down just a little bit, able to maintain the position for now as they head off and down into 3.
Ooh, Kurgelak gets a little loose there off of turn number 4.
Able
Still
to make the pass.
Take that position.
Move the 41 to 3rd position. Boone Boone up into the wall just a bit there on exit. Battle for the lead as the 67 is drawn right in on the back of the 71 of Mathia. Starting to apply a lot of pressure now, making him look in his mirror a little more than he'd probably like to at this point of the race. 19 of 250 laps complete in the GTech 250 here at Richmond Raceway.
Yeah, we'll have stage breaks. The first stage is going to be at lap 70, and then stage 2 will end at lap 140. And then we'll run it out to lap 250 from there.
Yeah, and as far as fuel mileage, these drivers can go. It says about 100 laps, so we're not really sure what that range is going to be. I don't think you're going to want to do that on tires if you can avoid it. I mean, if they get cautions, I expect them to come down for tires. If we get cautions here later on in this stage. But technically, with fuel-wise, they can make it. The trucks have spread out just a bit on track. Oh, the 3 and the 27 get together. The 3 down hard into the inside wall. Big damage on the 3. We're going to go back and check out this particular wreck, folks, to see exactly how it occurred, but not good for the 3 of Nathan Christensen battling with the lap car having to tow. Let's see what happened. Down to the inside of the 2 here, as we see, but it's going to be between he and the 27. Oh, he almost makes contact, gets loose, almost makes contact with the 2. He goes up the track, not realizing the 27 was going to get a run, and he hits the wall at the absolute, we're going to back that up, folks. He hits the wall at the absolute worst possible part in the track. We're going to do this at full speed as he hits at an angle that's unreal for that driver. We hope he's okay. We know he's okay. We're in sim. But wow, does he hit this hard. And I messed that up. So sorry about that replay. We'll try to go back and look at it once again. We're going to do it in full speed, though. Let's try to get on board. Try to find the onboard cameras. This is such a hard hit. Let's jump in the cockpit view of Nathan Christensen. And we're going to go buckle your seatbelts at home, folks. Hold on to your drink because we don't want you spilling it. This is going to be a tough hit. So we see him get loose to the inside of the 2 here. He goes up track, not realizing the 27's there, makes contact in the worst part of the wall. Oh, what a hit for that 3, and having to tow that machine to the pits is unfortunate. Brendan Mathia is your leader, followed by Benny Campbell, Michael Kurgelak, Michael Boone, and Tommy Osborne, your top 5. No one electing to come down here, Dave, just 24 laps in to the run. Staying out for that track position. Yeah, not seeing anybody coming down to get any work done or putting tires on this machine. Now, Cameron Harris, I don't know if they considered him part of that incident, Dave. Do we know how many laps down he is? He's still 2 laps down.
Still 2 laps down, so I would assume they called that as he was in the incident because there was contact made. So
Very
unfortunate there for him.
Yeah, as the 27 didn't do anything wrong. He was on the high line. The 3, I don't think, realized that the 27 was up there and was literally, after slipping up by inside of the 2, didn't realize he was up there and was just trying to get back up to the wall to get ready for the next corner, and made contact with that 27, sending the 3 down into the inside wall. Unfortunately for that 27, does not get one of those 2 laps back. But this race is far from over, as we have about 224 laps left. This is going to be pretty wild race.
Yeah, looks like they're crossing over. Lights are out, I believe. Yeah, lights are out on the pace car, so they'll go green next time by.
Control truck will be the number 71 of Brendan Mathia in the Geico restart zone. He'll have the option to go early in that zone, go in the middle of that zone, go late in that zone. Whatever he decides to do inside that zone, when he smashes the pedal, the green flag comes out. Pace car is off. Inside the Geico restart zone, 71 fires off, gets a good jump out over the 67 of Benny Campbell. Now Kerjelak looking to the inside of Benny Campbell for that second position. Benny having to stay on that high line, 41 down low. 67 is going to carry the momentum off the corner. Clears the 41. 41 going to try to look low here into turn 3. 67 going to clear him down here at the start-finish line. .54 to the inside, 17 to the outside, trying to make that pass for the 6th position. Give that to Curtis Sullivan for the moment as the 17 battles back on the outside going into 3. Outside lane carrying the momentum for the 17 of Sprouse. As they head down into 1, Curtis Sullivan trying to wrap the fast way around the track. 17 using that momentum again on exit. Exit of 2, carries it off and down the backstretch. .17 really sailed it in there, able to get around the 54 and take over that position.
Yeah, it was a good run right there for him to power by on the outside.
He's now looking at the 1, Dave. He tried to put pressure on the 1 there for a second. Now the 75 starting to put pressure. 54 back to the inside of the 17 once again. This battle's not over.
Yeah, once again, good run off the high side there for the 17. Going to clear the 54 into 1.
Yeah, the 17 doing a great job of making that outside lane work for him. And he's not going to give up that outside lane. He says, if you want to go down there to the inside, go on down there. I'll let you go. 75 going to go to the middle. I thought, wow. That would have been chaotic, I believe. But 17 still battling back to the outside of the 54. Really driving it in hard through 1 and 2. Going to lose that position. Finally, the 54 able to prevail, take over the 6th spot. Back up front, 71 holds about a 2-truck length lead over the 67 of Benny Campbell. Michael Kerjelak not far behind, watching this battle up in front of him. The 67 draws in on the back bumper of the 71. Great run on the entry. 67 gets loose on the exit of 4. Able to hold on to it there and just loses about a truck length. Didn't lose a whole lot there, but you could see his truck get really loose and it kind of pulled it to the inside. Same thing in 1 and 2. Now the 1 of Tommy Osborne starting to apply some pressure to the 5 of Boone. Trying to take that 4th position. Curtis Sullivan in tow. Chad Snyder trying to work his way back up to the field. Now looking to the inside of the 17 of Sprouse. give the position to Snyder. Lap truck of Cameron Harris going to try to follow him through there, able to do so. Looks like running that high side, Dave, may have hurt the tires on that 17 machine as he is falling quickly down to the 9th position.
Yeah, quickly kind of sliding back through the field. Yeah, Curtis Sobran now is closed into the back of the 5 of Michael Boone, trying to find a way to get himself back into the top 5.
Yeah, Curtis Sobran with a little bit of trouble early on, able to rebound here, get that truck damage straightened out. Now working hard on the back of Michael Boone.
Yeah, we also got a battle for the 2nd position as Kerjelak in that 41's caught Benny Campbell looking to the inside into 1.
Side by side, down into 1. Exit of 2. The momentum should go to the high side for the 67. 41 able to hang in there tight, though. Nose to nose, side by side as they head down into 3.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, Benny Campbell really sliding the rear tires on that truck a lot. I think it's starting to hurt him here as we get through the middle stages here of stage 1.
He has the 41 of Kerjelak able to take over that 2nd spot. Now some 1.5 seconds behind our leader in the number 71. Kerjelak into the wall just a little bit, I believe there. Slowed up quite a bit, but our leader is 1.6 seconds ahead of Michael Kerjelak for the moment. This is the SimWorld Racing Network. You're watching the All-American Racing League Truck Series presented to you by Callahan Motorsports. This is the GTech 250 at Richmond Motor Speedway. Thank you for tuning in today. If you're enjoying yourself, please hit that thumbs up button. Doesn't cost you a dime, but helps us a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed for all the racing action we bring you 3 nights a week here on SimWorld Racing Network. We're pretty spread out through the field now, Dave. No real battles that I can see going on at the moment. Everybody kind of single file here as we run 44 laps of 250 here in the race.
Yeah, the only truck right now kind of making moves is that 27 of Cameron Harris, even though he's 2 laps down right now, but looking to the outside of the 5 of Michael Boone.
Yeah, I mean, Cam wants to see some racing go on so that there's a potential for a caution flag to go get this lap back earlier in the race. I mean, obviously he could wait for the stages, but the potential of someone else going a lap down before that is pretty high, as the 71 is clicking off some pretty fast lap times here. Last time by, he ran at 22.91. Michael Kerjelak in second ran at 22.89 to Benny Campbell's 22.94. That's the fastest 3 trucks. Top 3 are the fastest 3 on the track, but they're going to run these guys down that are running these 23.2s, 23.3s in a matter of 20, 30 laps.
Yeah, as we've got about 22, 23 laps to go in the stage, so Cam Harris is hoping for either yellow or that these leaders don't catch the back of the field.
Yeah, that would just add insult to injury, as he was deemed part of the last incident, but it was really of none of his own doing. Unfortunately, the contact was still made that brought out the caution. Therefore, he was ineligible for getting the lucky dog pass. Noah says, "Let's go, Snyder." I hear you, man. Yes, that as we were mentioning early, gorgeous paint scheme on. Let's go ahead and bring it in a little closer on the 26 of Snyder as he gets really loose and down to the inside as soon as we go to him. But Blues Race Designs putting an awesome paint scheme on this number 26 truck for Chad Snyder. Really good looking truck here, good looking paint. Noah does a fantastic job over at Blues Race Designs, so check him out. I believe you can go to. I believe you can find Noah on Facebook. Let us know in the chat. Noah, I believe it's Blues Race Designs on Facebook.com. Is one way. If there's any other ways, Noah, let us know.
And I think I saw on Facebook that Noah is offering, I think right now, I don't know how long this lasts, but designs are $15 right now. I think I saw it. So now's no better time than now to go contact Noah over there at Blues Race Designs and get your own fancy paint job on that thing.
Absolutely. Keep him busy. Keep him busy. Brendan Mathia leading by 2.2 seconds over Michael Kurgelak, Benny Campbell, Tommy Osborne, and Curtis Sauber rounding out your top five. We're going to step aside for just a moment to pay some bills here. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. You won't miss a thing.
Back to more racing action right after this. Looking for a safe, effective cleaning system? Look no further. GTech Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers, certified by the EPA as a safer choice product. GTech can be used quickly and safely to remove soils and stains from most surfaces. Give them a call at 770-967-6988 or visit them on the web at buyGTech.com. GTech, 5346 BBS Way, Brazelton, Georgia. GTech, your one-stop for professional, eco-friendly cleaning products. For tailgating activities or just plain backyard fun, look no further than Holio. Made to order cornhole bags and boards. No order is too large or too small. You can choose unfinished or finished with stain and polyurethane, and finished with a vinyl design or your company branding. Don't wait for the season to be over. Contact Holio on Facebook. Holio, made to order cornhole bags and boards. Now back to trackside act of the All-American Racing League.
We are back like we never left. Brendan Matthias, still your leader. Now out to 2.7 seconds over Michael Kurgelak. Michael has a bit of a padding between he and the 67 at Campbell here, but Tommy Osborne running down Benny Campbell at the moment.
Chad Snyder got loose off a 2, I believe that is, and came down and hit the inside wall.
I've noticed him he's had that problem happen a couple times there. I think the last time might have been out of 4. But, yeah, I can see a little bit of damage to that left front of the 26. Don't be messing up that nice paint there, Chad. As we noted earlier. But, yeah, Chad getting a little loose there. But maintaining nonetheless. We'll see what Chad decides to do. I don't think he'll bring it down unless the caution flag comes out, Dave. Just because damage, again, isn't too big a deal. But he's really struggling with those tires. Everyone else would have to... I don't know. I'm sure everyone wants tires at the moment, but that would be a tough call.
We only got about 10 laps to go here in stage 1, so you can just kind of hang on, get it down on that stage, caution, and get it fixed up. You'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. For some reason, I didn't even think about the stage break, but you're right. Yeah, we're coming closer to that stage break. Everybody wants to get there. Chad is well enough ahead of the leader. He's not in any kind of threat of going a lap down at the moment. So stay out there, nurse that thing to the caution flag, and get a fresh set of tires on it. Right now we have
the thing to watch right now is Brendan Matthias entering turn 3, coming out of turn 4. Randy Sprouse is just now getting into turn 1. So it's going to be interesting to see if Brendan Matthias can catch the 17 or some of these trucks at the back. And that would take away that lucky dog for Cameron Harris. So we'll see how this shakes out here in the last 8 laps.
Yeah, this is not what Cam Harris wants to see. He is his biggest fan right now. He is the biggest fan of Randy Sprouse right now. Stay out there in front of that leader, but the leader's running him down rather quickly. Last time by, 23.60 for Randy Sprouse, 23.10 for the leader, Brendan Mathia. So running about a half second quicker as the laps tick down here. .8. Looks like he has about 4 seconds right now. The 17, about 4 seconds ahead of our leader.
Yeah, I think at this pace, as long as the 17 doesn't slip up at all, coming to 5 to go in the stage, right around 5-6 to go, I think Randy will be fine here.
Which is good news for the 27 of Harris, wanting to get that lap back, or at least one of the 2 laps back here, to try to get into this competition a bit. As if you missed it earlier, he missed the start of the race with some two laps down starting the race.
But I don't know. This is going to be tight.
Yes, Mathia is running down the 17 rather quickly here. He's gonna catch him, Dave. 3 laps to go here.
Yeah, and Sprouse just had a little slip up off of 2, so this allows Brendan to close in even faster here. About 3 to go in stage 1.
And for Brendan, it's in his best interest to lap as many drivers as he can. I mean, force them to have to take a lucky dog, force them to stay a lap down if possible. And it looks like he's not going to have any problems. He's closing right into the 17 here. Leader looking to the inside of the 17 of Sprouse. 17 of Sprouse trying to work that outside. 2 more laps to go here. Don't know if the 17 can hold him off that long. Nope, 71 gets around. Cameron Harris a little bit further back. Not going to have time to catch the 17 of Sprouse. 17 of Sprouse is currently in the lucky dog position. Ay, ay, ay. As this sun starts to go down here, lights not quite on here at track yet, but it's not going to be long, Dave.
Yeah, they'll be turning those lights on soon. There's the yellow flag for the end of stage number 1.
Your winner of stage number 1, Brendan Mathia, followed by Michael Kerjelak, Tommy Osborne, Benny Campbell, Curtis Sauber rounding out the top 5, Michael Boone in 6th, 7th is James Nelson, Chad Snyder 8th, Tyrone Yo 9th, and Randy Sprouse will round out the top 10 for the points paid out at the end of stage 1. Our next stage break will be at, I probably should have looked before I started talking.
Be lap 140.
140. So a little less green flag laps. Well, I mean, we had some cautions there, but scheduled green flag laps in stage 2 than there were in stage 1. But nonetheless, 140 will leave us with 110 laps to go in the stage, which you can't make that on fuel. So if it stays green through that final stage, we could see some green flag pit stops. But right now, we're looking at stage caution pit stops. I imagine every driver will take 4 tires here. Oh, Tyrone Yo stays out. He must have missed pit road there. Otherwise, I can't think of any other reason that the 2 would have stayed out. We don't score points for leading laps here. So I think he just may have missed the pit entry. Your lucky dog will be the 17 of Randy Sprouse. He'll come around and get his lap back and then be able to pit and start at the tail end of the longest line here.
Yeah, that really was a tough break for Cameron Harris because actually right there before the stage break, he was battling with second place runner Michael Kurgelak. So Cameron Harris definitely has a fast truck here. So he's going to be hoping for some quick cautions to help himself get back on this lead lap.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Tyrone Yo coming down pit road now, as he did in fact miss his pit box, or I mean not his pit box, but pit road entry. So he's coming down to get service. The 17, who just got his lap back, is on pit road. And we see the 2 of Tyrone Yo leaving pit road. Brendan Mathia is your leader after the pit stops. Michael Kurgelak second, Benny Campbell third, Curtis Sullivan fourth, and Michael Boone rounding out your top 5. Yeah, so Noah lets us know that Blues Race Designs does have the special going on for the week. So hurry up and get your orders in now to Blues Race Designs over on Facebook.com. And let him know what you like. He can custom make these designs however you like. You can give him an idea. He can run with that. Or you can, you work with him step by step to get exactly what you want there. Noah does some great paints, so be sure and check him out. Tyrone Yo running his number 2 Trump 2024 truck. Oh, Dave, he's got "You Missed" written on the back of that truck based on what happened yesterday. So that was a pretty quick turnaround on that paint for Tyrone. Very interesting looking at the different paint schemes we have here tonight. But the lights are out on the pace car. We will go green next time by here at starting lap 77 of 250 here for the All-American Racing League Truck Series, the GTech 250 at Richmond Raceway. Pace car is off. Brendan Mathia going to bring us into the Geico restart zone. He fires off. Green is in the air. Battle again for second position. 67 trying to look to the inside, of the 41. He's down now door to door with the 41 as they head off and into 30. Michael Boone inside of the 54 of Curtis Sauburn, trying to solidify himself into the top 4 here if he can get around that 54 machine. Behind them, James Nelson watching this battle go on as the 54 has that higher line, able to make it work and get around the 5 of Boone. Kurgelak able to hold on to second, now trying to run down that 71 of Brendan Mathia. Dave, I think we're seeing something that we typically see, early on in a run.
Yellow's out for possibly James Nelson. Nelson went off track here.
I don't know why that would have brought a yellow. Let's go back and take a look at it and see what we've got. Okay. Then we see Boone going off track. Not sure what happened. So
Boone actually got spun around, yeah.
So do I need to go back to the Boone incident, or will I get that one here?
As you'll get it there. Boone kind of got loose off the corner. James Nelson in the back of the 5. They both kind of spun down into the infield.
Oh, yeah, there's the 5 getting loose. 75 gets into him, just as Dave just told us. That's what brought out our caution flag. I don't think there's a whole lot of damage to either truck. You don't scrub off a whole lot of the rubber when you're sliding through the grass either, so that's good news. Nathan Christensen down pit road. That number 3 Eat Florida Watermelons truck. That's our only Canadian driver in the field, but he knows about some Floridian watermelon, apparently.
Goes good dipped with that maple syrup from Canada, I believe.
I don't know about maple syrup on my watermelon, Dave. I don't eat the rinds now. I'm not a rind eater. It may help you eat the rind if you're a rind eater, though. Ugh, I don't know. I digress.
Nonetheless, Brendan Mathias is still leading the way. I think he had about a second lead there or so before the yellow came out.
Yeah, Dave, and what I was going to say about that is it seems like early on in the run, when the green flag drops, drivers are able to run with him and even apply some pressure to that 71. But as the run goes on, seems the 71's able to either manage the tires better or just maintain the speed in the run that he's running. Meaning that he may have a little more in the truck than what he's actually doing and just kind of setting a pace and running that pace regardless, right? Not sure, just speculating here, but he does seem to be able to maintain over the course of a run to be able to stretch that lead out. Not very far, not as far as we've seen him do in the past, but still, a few seconds over the drivers behind him.
Yeah, I think the big difference is if you watch Brendan Mathias, he's not really getting that truck sideways or loose off the corner. He's really maintaining that truck. With some of these other drivers, you see it start kind of losing grip in the rear, just probably by pushing a little too hard. So I think if you can just keep the rear of these trucks underneath you, I think that'll give you the best chance to kind of keep pace with the 71.
What we're going to find out as the lights are out on the pace car once again, stacked them up 2 by 2. And going to get this thing going here again, starting lap 84 of 250. As the cars are pacing through turns 3 and 4, the pace car is off. Now inside the Geico restart zone, 71 fires off, gets a pretty good jump over Michael Kerjelak in that 41 machine.
I think that time Kerjelak with a little bit better restart, able to clear Benny Campbell off of turn number 2.
Yeah, Benny Campbell under fire now by the 54 of Sauber, but able to now start to pull back away from Sauber, trying to chase down the 41 of Kurds. We'll see if Kurds does that again down here in 1 and 2, but he ran like a middle lane through there, and I'm just not sure about that move. We've watched guys run the middle to high line and really wear those tires out, but yeah, once again, he runs that kind of one lane up off the bottom, Dave. Ooh, as he almost smacks the wall there. But we saw early on guys that were running the outside any whatsoever just seemed to fall off as the run went on. I think Benny Campbell was one of those. As the 41 touches the wall, Benny Campbell now looking to the inside of the 41. Trying to take over that second position. Kurd's able to hold a 67 sideways, but still held a great job of holding on to it there. Now the 75 looks to the inside of the 26 of Chad Snyder, trying to take that 6th spot away. Oh, 75 staying off of the 26 is around. James Nelson spins it around. I don't think anyone got into him. We'll go back and try to find the replay here. But we watched that battle in real time. We're going to check it out, see what they have for us in the replay booth. As we see the 75 down to the inside of the 26. 75 just slips up the track. Not sure they made contact. The 27 may have gotten a little piece of the 75, which will unfortunately keep the 27 from getting his lap back once again. Don't think Cam Harris will get his lap back, as I believe he made contact with that 75, would be considered part of the wreck.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here, but I think you're right.
That's so unfortunate for the 27. He has been trying his best to get back into this game since the drop of the green flag when he missed the start. And it just has not worked out for him. The 3 of Christensen is going to be getting his lap back, as the 27 was part of that contact. Oh, Malanta. Lap 90 of 250 here for the All-American Racing League Truck Series, presented to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports. This is the GTech 250 at Richmond Raceway. We are the SimWorld Racing Network. Brendan Mathia is your leader, followed by Michael Kerjelak, Benny Campbell, Curtis Auburn, and Tommy Osborne in the 5th position. If you're just joining us, the 71 of Brendan Mathia has pretty much been dominating this race since he took over that first spot from Benny Campbell early on in the race, maybe lap 2 or 3 there, able to finally take over the lead position, and has basically been able to hold on to it throughout the race here. Lights appear to be out on the pace car. We're stacked up 2 by 2. Going to go green next time by as we're entering 3 and 4 now. Pace car will dip off and come down pit road on the exit of 4. Pace car is off. Brendan Mathia, your control truck, fires off late in the Geico restart zone. 41 gets a decent start. 67 now side by side with the 41 for that second spot. 41 drives it in hard on the outside. Able to make it stick and take over the second spot from the 67. Make sure he kept that second spot. Defended it from the 67. But again, running that high line, Kurd seems to like it, but I'm not sure what that's going to do for his tires. We are showing Harris only 1 lap down. I'm not sure when he got that lap back. Maybe he... I don't know. Did he take a wave around earlier, Dave?
He may have, actually. I'm not too sure. I know... he did stay out on that last yellow a couple yellows ago, but I'm not too sure.
Problem with that move is I don't know that he would have enough fuel to go to the end of this stage.
Actually, it looked like he was on pit road on lap 71, which is pretty much about the same time as everyone else. So
yeah, so I don't know. Did he get a lucky dog we just didn't see? I mean, because I am showing him
may
1
have
lap
missed
down.
it.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time we missed something here on the SimWorld Racing Network. We do what we can do. And we'll just speculate about the rest. As the 71 of Brendan Mathia out by 0.6 of a second over Michael Kerjelak for that top spot. Michael Kerjelak and Benny Campbell separated by about a truck length for the second spot. Another battle just a little further back. Curtis Auburn took over the 4th spot, followed by Tommy Osborne in that number 1 truck. And you got Chad Snyder. Nice rebound for Chad, back up to the 6th position. Now, Chad did start in the 3rd spot, but little trouble here and there. Has, little trouble with the gate on his H shifter. Cost him, put him to the rear of the field, frankly. And he's been working ever since to get moved back up through the field. Currently in 6th. Then we have the 75 of James Nelson in his SWRN QFRL Auto Serve Chevrolet in 7th, followed by Michael Boone in that Thermal number 5. Tyrone Yo in his Trump 2024 number 2 truck in the 9th position, followed by Randy Sprouse in 10th. Then we have Cameron Harris getting first truck 1 lap down in that number 27 Chevrolet. Nathan Christensen just got 1 of his laps back. Now only 2 laps down in the Eat Florida Watermelon number 3 Chevy. Looks we want to do a lap around with Chad Snyder at the next stage break. So I'm going to step away for just a moment here. Going to leave you in the capable hands of Dave Lafano. We will, Dave, if you want to follow my cameras, that'd be great. And I'll put you somewhere and we'll just kind of watch the battle here for that 4th position. Be right back with you in just a moment.
It's like I said, a good battle here going on for that fourth position between Curtis Sovereign and the one of Tommy Osborne, as we watched Benny Campbell slip up there a little bit down the backstretch, just in front of this battle there for the fourth spot. Looks like that battle's kind of separated a little bit. They've kind of spaced out now between the top 3 or 4 there. Cam Harris, though, in the picture, still riding about 1 lap down. Closing in on these drivers, I think that's in the 5th position, Tommy Osborne. So Cam Harris continues to kind of fight his way up through the field, hoping for another caution here before the 71 can put anyone else a lap down. So that's been the challenge for him all night, is trying to get those 2 laps back. But he is back to 1 lap down. Hopefully, if all goes well, he can get that back at the end of stage 2.
Looks like Curtis Auburn able to pull away from that one. Now working on the 67 of Benny Campbell. Another battle back here for, well, look like the 5 is getting a run on the 75 here. Starting to chase him down just a bit. Brendan Mathias, your leader, about 1 second over Michael Kerjelak, Benny Campbell, and Curtis Auburn. Tommy Osborne in 5th. Chad Snyder up to 6th. 7th is James Nelson. Michael Boone 8th. 9th is Tyrone Yo. And 10th is Randy Sprouse.
Appears to be Michael Kerjelak looks like he's been working on closing that gap here a little bit over the last few laps. Got it down to within a second.
Yeah, look, I'm looking at the last lap times, Dave, and it looks like Brendan Mathias still the fastest truck on the track at the moment. We'll check it next time by, but like you say, he's holding about 1.2 seconds at the moment over Michael Kerjelak. This time by at the line, about a little less, well, yeah, about a tenth and a half. 22.84 to a 23 flat for Kerjelak. Battle back here a little bit between the 54, the 1 of Osborne. Looks like, okay, I saw the 27 getting in that mix, but the 27 still currently 1 lap down. Running some really good times for Cameron Harris. He's running a little bit faster than, or just as fast as the leaders. So really wanting to get back on that lead lap, see what this 27 can do, Dave. Maybe he
Yeah,
can.
a few laps ago, the 27 was able to get around the one of Tommy Osborne, and then must have slipped up there a little bit. The one got back around him. It looks like Cam's trying to get back around him here again.
Yeah, I mean, late in the going here, he's running identical times to the leader. So he gets back on the lead lap. We may be able to see someone who can get up in battle with Michael Kerjelak and Brendan Mathia. This race brought to you by GTech, Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers. Check them out at www.buygtech.com. It's the safest cleaners on the market today, folks. Clean anything from your tools in your garage, to your laundry, to your tables, to your whatever you want to clean with it. I wouldn't brush my teeth with it, okay? They say it's safe, but I wouldn't brush my teeth with it just because you might not like the taste of it. However, it may taste good. I don't know. Don't go drinking it. Don't say I told you that. But check them out at buygtech.com. I'm going to get sued one of these days for that, Dave, but that's all right. I kid.
If there are any lawyers watching the stream, please feel free to reach out.
See Nathan Christensen jump to the pits. Did he have an issue there? Well, it says enter pit lane, then jump to the pits. So Nathan is out currently. Nathan is out of the race. He must have had an issue, IRL, that made him leave the simulator just to come down pit road. And, he'd just gotten one of his laps back. And then just to come down pit road and jump out of the sim like that. Hope everything's all right with you, Nathan. Nathan, one of our broadcasters here on Sim World Racing Network. He'll broadcast on Tuesday nights for the All-American Racing League Cup Series race here at Richmond Raceway.
Yeah, so we've got about 20 laps to go here in stage number 2.
That lap truck of I hate to keep bringing up the 27 still being one lap down, but he's racing these guys and really passing them late in the going, showing he has a good long run truck. So he got around the one. He's been working on this 67 of Benny Campbell, but nonetheless, that's not for position and not trying to cause these guys any trouble, just trying to get on around them, as they're a little bit slower than him here in the late going.
Yeah, and that's what I saw at the end of stage 1. Like I said, when that yellow flag dropped, he was starting to make a beat on getting around the second place car of Kerjelak. So definitely has a good long run truck here tonight.
Yeah, and that seems to be the name of the game if you're going to beat this 71 of Mathia. As here late in the going, Mathia's pulled up now to 3.1 seconds over Michael Kerjelak. Not sure if Michael slipped up any, but last time by, Michael was about 2/10 slower than our leader, Brendan Mathia.
Yeah, right now, currently, Brendan Mathia is still the only truck in the 22-second bracket. Everyone else is in the 23s.
Yeah, with that lap truck of Cam Harris being the closest to him at a 23 flat. This time by a 22.92 for Brendan Mathia, 23.10 for Michael Kerjelak. And a 23.01 for that lap truck of Harris. Really curious to see what that 27 can do if he gets back on the lead lap. I know I've said that, and I said it again, as we're now halfway in the race. Now just took lap 126 at 250 here in the All-American Racing League Truck Series GTech 250 at Richmond Raceway. If you're just tuning in, be sure and smash that thumbs up button for us. It's free. It's the only thing we can give you free right now other than great entertainment. So smash that thumbs up button for us. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Racing 3 nights a week here on Sim World Racing Network. Now we got a battle between the 67 and the 1. One trying to look to the inside of the 67. I've noticed the 67 doing the same thing, kind of getting a little slick off exit, losing the rear of that truck, rear grip. coming back to the throttle. That truck's wanting to step out on him just a bit. There again, I see it get just a little bit loose on exit that time, on the exit of 4. The 1 closes back in.
Last time by, Brendan Mathia and Cameron Harris ran identical lap times of a 23:02.
Yeah, with Michael Kurgelak running a 23:12 this time by. 23:05 for Sauber. So these times, Dave, are 23:07 to 23:05. Really, if these guys can stay with Mathia early on, not burn their stuff up and run this fast late in the run, we're going to see some good racing as this race winds down.
And I'm sure all these drivers are trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the name of the game here is run fast speeds, but don't overdrive the truck to where the consistency of the lap times fall off throughout a run. And that's really the difficulty with it, though, racing in general. As we see Brendan Mathia now starting to catch the 17 of Randy Sprouse to put him down a lap once again. Again, not what Cameron Harris wants to see coming to the end of this stage.
Yeah, we're kind of right back in the same position, almost identical to how it was in stage number 1. Just a handful of laps to go.
If he makes this pass, I mean, you got to imagine being that 27. You got to be getting frustrated at some point here. We thank Noah for letting us know that at the stage break, he got back around by staying out. We did see the lap cautions look the same, so I'm not sure how that worked out. But now 71 goes around the 17 of Sprouse, trying to get around him, put him 1 lap down. 17 battling back on the outside. Not going to be able to do it.
Bad news again for Cameron Harris.
As we're on lap 133. Stage break comes at lap 1. Did you say 140, Dave?
Yeah, lap 140.
So,
6 laps to go.
For Harris, he's got about 6 laps to make up a whole lot of time on this 17. Looks like it's right at a full back straightaway. Kurgelak some 5.4 seconds behind Brendan Mathia. Still running about 1/10 to 2/10 slower each lap. 2/10 that last time by. Curtis Sauber matching lap times with our leader, as is Cameron Harris, that's 1 lap down. I'm not sure the wave around would work this next time, Dave, because I mean, I guess it could, right? Let's think about the scenario. You can run 100 laps on fuel. The last stint is going to be 110. So if, for example, if you're Cam Harris and you stay out to get the wave around, you run 10 laps and you hit pit road, you've just got to just do it and hope that there's no caution flag, because you're going to go a lap, maybe 2 laps down at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you stay up for the wave around, you're hoping for a quick caution on the start or something like that to be able to get back on the lead lap. I think that's the best you can
all
hope
of this
for.
is going to be null and void as the 71 is working on the back of the 75 to put him 1 lap down. James Nelson on the verge of going a lap down in 9th position, trying to hold off the 71 of Brendan Mathia. Just a couple more laps to go here in the stage. 71 looks to the high side. 75 hangs it down low. 71 able to arc down low now. Now looking to the inside of the 75 to put him a lap down. 75 going to squeeze him down low there. Use the momentum on the high side. Still side by side. Just barely to the rear quarter there is the 71. The 2 of Tyrone Yo also in this mix, with the potential of going a lap down. 75 trying to hold on to it as we're at lap 40. Can the 75 stay on the lead lap here?
Yeah, what a battle.
Trying to stay like the 71's going to let him go. He did not want to get torn up or wrecked in this mess, so it looks like he just kind of backed off there. let him go, runs to the back of the 2 here. Caution flag should come out. 2 able to hold on to it. 71 lets off the throttle there, waiting for the caution flag. We'll get it here just shortly. And there it is. Caution flag is out for the end of stage 2. Dave, once we come down pit road, let's get Chad Snyder up here in the booth. We'll do a lap around with Chad Snyder, brought to you by Blues Race Designs.
Yeah, so winner of stage 2, Brendan Mathia once again. Kerjelak running second as well once again. Your lucky dog's gonna go to Randy Sprouse in that number 17 Ford.
Yeah, another tough break for Cam Harris. Like I said, I'm over there beating my computer. If I'm Cam, it's just been a rough going as they hit pit road here. All the lead lap trucks should be coming down now. That's a terrible view they have here. There we go. Oh, wait. Okay, the 17, he almost came to pit road, but he was a lap down. He needs to wait because it's closed for him at the moment. Looks like all the lead lap trucks are on pit road. I imagine 4 tires and fuel here. Right side's up and now down on the 71. Left side's up on the 71 truck. He'll get his service complete and pull on off pit road, followed by battle off pit road with the 54 and the 41. Give it to the 54, I believe. Let's see if we can get Chad Snyder down here for a lap around with Chad.
See if I can grab him.
Buckle up for a ride along with Chad Snyder.
Hey Chad, Dave and Dave in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
Hey, not too bad. Looks treacherous out there tonight. How's it feeling so far?
Yeah, man, it's an ice rink. You guys have raced here before. You probably know. It's just normal Richmond stuff. It's really, really hard to get to the gas off the turn. Just when the banking falls away, the truck really wants to unload. But you know, trying to manage it the best I can. I'm not really good on fire off speed, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to keep some positions here. But there at the end there, I was reeling in Benny in front of me and everything, but just need a good long green run. If it goes green to the end, that would probably be best for me here. But yeah, have to see what happens.
Well, yeah, man, we're going to ride along with you here for a couple of laps. So, you know, obviously we'll let you get through the gear. Did you have an issue with the shifting again, getting stuck in the gate there with the H pattern shifter?
I don't want to talk about it. It didn't get stuck in the gate this time. This time it went into first gear.
Oh,
So,
no.
Still some growing pains with this new shifter, but I think I've got a move figured out to where I can actually, you know, not screw myself here. So we will see. Now that I've said that, we'll see what happens. But yeah, once I get to turn 1, that's when I can get in here and start talking. But yeah, but Dave, you're absolutely right. It is really treacherous out here, but normal Richmond stuff. I really love this racetrack, as you guys know. It's my home track, and just didn't get a lot of practice in the truck here, so I'm just kind of making do with the best I've got here.
Listen, man, you're up in the top 5, so not a bad place to be here starting the final stage. So we wish you the best of luck, man. The truck, the paint looks good. We've got Noah in the chat, been talking to us, helping us out with some of the stuff we're missing along the way. So if you want to say hi to Noah, now would be your opportunity. But yeah, that truck looks good out there.
Yeah, man. What's up, Noah, man? Look, anybody watching this who races iRacing, man, Noah Owens is the best in the business, man. Every single race car I've got is absolutely beautiful, and it's 100% because of Noah. So you guys need a paint scheme, Blues Race Designs.
Well, listen, Chad, you get out there and take care of it, man. We're gonna shut our mouths for a little bit, let you get up to speed going into 1, and then you can talk to us for a couple laps there, and we'll send you back.
Yes, sir. Okay, got through the gears pretty good. Just don't want to get too overzealous in this first run here because, like you guys are saying, the truck's really, really loose off here. And just really got to watch out for guys that are running a lot. Oh, hold on. James got into me there, but You're all good, man. But yeah, everybody gets really, really aggressive on these restarts, and that's not really my forte usually. But yeah, like that was kind of scary. You guys got a live ride along with me almost getting wrecked, so that was nice.
Listen, man, great save. Thanks for letting us ride along with you. We'll send you back, buddy. Let you concentrate, and good luck out there.
Thanks, boss.
That was a ride along with Chad Snyder in the number 26 Blues Race Design Resurrection Detail Toyota. As we got to see firsthand from the helmet cam what it's like to try to save one of these trucks when you get a little bit of contact from the back, get you way sideways. Yeah, he was actually telling us about it, Dave, about the aggression early on, and sure enough, we got to witness it firsthand.
Yeah, almost wrecked the truck live on. Well, I'll call it live on TV. How's that?
There we go. I'm sure some of them are watching it on their TV. I know that's how I take in the races here from SimWorld Racing Network. I can watch on my phone, but then it's just a little small, so throw it up on the old 55-inch, make it happen. Your leader by 0.6 of a second is Brendan Mathia in the number 71, still holding on to that lead after 152 laps of the 250 here in this race. Michael Kerjelak in second, trying to figure out how to get to and get around the 71 machine. Oh, wreck. 26 is around into the wall.
I missed what happened.
I just tuned back there when it happened. Not sure exactly what happened. We're going to go grab the replay here and see if we can find out exactly what happened with Chad Snyder there.
Ooh, just get turned by the two, I believe. Looked like the two of Tyrone Yo came back down the track ever so slightly.
Oh, yeah. Sure enough, what it was. Hooked him in the right rear. Turns that car nose first up into the wall. Chad Snyder will likely come down pit road. Cam Harris is happy. But he probably didn't want it at Chad's expense there, but nonetheless, you got several drivers coming down.
I believe Chad's still got a fast repair in the bank, so he'll be all right here. Come down, get it fixed up, and try it again.
Yeah, he absolutely does. He has that fast repair. Not even sure if he'll use it. Doesn't have any damage really to the front of that truck, it doesn't look like. I don't know if there's any mechanical damage, but we'll see what he does here.
He'll probably never want to talk to us again. But
broadcaster curse once again. Broadcaster's curse once again. Oh yes, he uses that quick repair. I seen the back of the truck kind of straighten out there. So going ahead and burning it now. 2 is coming off pit road. 4 tires on that 26 machine. Once again here, go ahead and use that set of tires up. Get out here and try to make it happen here for the last, 90 or so laps. Happiest man on track right there, the number 27 of Cameron Harris. It's been fast all night long, but just been mired 2 laps down the whole time due to missing the start of the race. Starting 2 laps deficit. But going to restart at the tail end of the longest line here and see if he can make his way up there to battle these guys for the win.
Yeah, so this will be kind of interesting here. We got about,
95 laps right now.
95 laps to go. If anyone's going to try to stretch it the whole way, we know they can probably make it on fuel, but the tires aren't going to like it. So we're going to see if there's any strategy here if it goes green.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure it's going to go green. These trucks seem to be a handful, like we were talking about earlier. Just not sure that we'll have a full green flag run. And I believe with the smaller field like it is, it would be, to your advantage to take tires if it goes, say, another, 30, 40 laps here before a caution comes out. But I'll be honest with you, though, Dave. I mean, they're losing about, it seemed like for Mathia was dropping about just a little over a second over a full run through the stages, at least anyway. So they're losing a second, but it doesn't seem to be that much time. Maybe if you got a green-white checkered or something coming in, throwing on tires might help you if a long run preceded that. But I don't know. We'll see what the strategies are as this race plays out. It may go green the rest of the way. It's a good possibility, too, as we've seen some long green flag runs tonight. That's a terrible-looking screen, but this is our 7th caution of the race. 2 of those were for stage, 5 for incident. I have to fix that graphic. It's a little wider than I would like. That's okay, as the lights are out on the pace car. Heading down into turn 3. Pace car will dip in on the exit of 4. And the 71 will fire off inside the Geico restart zone. Get this thing going again. Green flag is out. 41 gets a really good restart alongside the 71. Able to hold on to that second position. Now being challenged for it by the 67. 41 should carry the momentum off and does. I don't know what happened to the 67 there. He disappeared on me. Okay. He disappeared out of screen. I wasn't sure. He just wasn't there anymore. But he is now. The 71 starting to pull out just a little bit, as we've seen all night long. 41 trying to hang tight there with him. 41 still running that little bit of a higher line. I don't think he's doing that for aero. Maybe he just likes being up off that bottom.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems to be hurting him here a little bit, running that high line.
Cam Harris taking advantage early, Dave. You know, we mentioned he got his lap back. He started tail end of the longest line and is already up to the 7th position.
Yeah, I think Cam Harris is on a mission. Been kind of a frustrating race for him. You know, missed the start, went 2 laps down, and just now, with about 95 to go, is able to get back onto the lead lap. So took pretty much the whole darn race, but here he is.
Yeah, now working to the outside, trying to work to the outside of Randy Sprouse in that 17. Now to his outside. Going to try to make this truck stick going through 3 and 4. Is able to do so. Move Cam Harris to the 6th position. Brendan Mathia out to almost a second. He kind of took off this time. Didn't really, as Michael Kerjelak and Benny Campbell were battling for that second spot, able to pull away just a bit. Benny Campbell moves to P2. Gets around the 41 of Kurds. Chad Snyder, fastest truck on the track last time by. Oh, I take that back. He was not the fastest last time by. Seems to be following this 27. The 27 now trying to work on the 75 of James Nelson for 5th. 27 to the inside. 75 runs it a little bit high. 27 with, oh, they almost touched. 27 takes evasive action there, loses a spot to Chad Snyder.
And you can kind of see what getting those tires hot does. Cameron Harris kind of slipped back there a little bit. Takes a couple laps to get the heat back under control.
Yeah, you tend to get, when you slide them like that, you really get the surface temperature of the tire hot. And like you say, it takes several corners to get that back under you again and cool down enough to where they start gripping. As the 26 makes his way around James Nelson to take over that 5th spot.
And Cam Harris able to also get around the 75, following Chad Snyder through.
Yeah, we've noted that Cam had a fast, long-run truck that last run. However, now that he's back on the lead lap, he's got to be really careful not to overdrive this thing, because now he knows he's battling for positions, right? So you tend to drive it a little bit harder to get that next spot. And by doing that, he can actually mess up his long run speed if he's not careful. But he's been doing this a long time. He knows what he's doing. I'm just, again, speculating here from the booth at SimWorld Racing Network. As we see this battle for fifth continuing here between the 26 and the 27. Ooh, 26 a little bit loose off the exit there. Getting down the backstretch and into 3. '27 looks to the inside, down through the front stretch and down into 1. Going to take that position away from Chad Snyder, move the 27 of Cam Harris to P5.
Yeah, it looked like Chad Snyder just kind of rolled out of the throttle and said, "Go ahead there, Cam. Maybe I'll see you here in a few laps."
And Michael Kurgelak running down the 67 once again. You know, we mentioned early on the 67 really seems to drive hard early on. This starts to lose the rear of that truck. Very loose settings, probably in his brake bias, that can cause a little bit of that loose feeling in the rear end. 41 able to work around the outside and take over P2 once again. 1.6 seconds behind our leader, Brendan Mathia. Last time by, fastest car on the track was Cam Harris with a 22.55 to our leader's 22.83. So he's running some 0.3 quicker than the leader at the moment is the 27 of Cam Harris.
Yeah, Michael Kurgelak is about a 1/10 or so quicker as well. Yeah, so I don't know if Brendan Mathia is kind of backing everything up, taking it easy, or if he's really falling off. Because he's quite a bit, about 0.3 slower than Michael Kurgelak that lap.
Yeah, David, and I think you're probably nailed it right there, right? I think he's probably maintaining the gap just a little bit, trying to take care of this thing. This is probably going to be the longest run of the race, you know, providing no incident on track. Good battle starting to shape up here for the 4th position. Curtis Sauber has it. Cameron Harris wants it. Separated by almost 2 truck lengths at the moment. The 27 just about a 1/10 quicker than the 54 right now. Seems to be the closest battle on track at the moment. Chad Snyder not letting him get away from him, though. He's kind of watching this, just kind of following along here, minding his, kind of racing his race, setting a pace, right? And that's what you got to do in the long run, is set a pace that's comfortable and quick and stick to it. Check out the max speeds on the 26. Look, he gets about 143 there and down to around 98 mile an hour in turns 1 and 2. Down in 3 and 4, he's going to drop that thing down to 94 miles an hour before he gets back hard on the accelerator. See what we have on Mathia as he heads down into 3 and 4. He gets down to 98 mile an hour in 3 and 4. Still running just a tick harder than some of these guys behind him, apparently. And down to 91 here, maybe 89. Came quick in 1 and 2. Ambient temperature here in Richmond is 78 degrees Fahrenheit with track temperature 84 degrees. So this is, again, ideal track temperature for grip here at Richmond. As the lights are on, it's nighttime, and continue to put on some really, really good racing here. Let's go back to this battle. I see a battle shaping up back here. It's 27 trying to run the high side, trying to find a way around this 54 of Sauber. Gets right to his back bumper there. Again, takes the really high line. Looks like he's trying to, manufacture a run off the corner, and does. And now down into 3, he looks to his outside. Again, running that high line, trying to carry that momentum down the front stretch. Looking to the inside of the 54. 27's inside down into 1. 54 trying to battle back on the outside. They almost touch. 27 finally able to clear the 54 here. Slides up in front of the 54. Moved Cameron Harris to 4th position. Sure what happened with Boone there. He looked a little out of shape, but maybe just the way the camera switched to him, not sure. It's interesting, Cam Harris is sticking with this. He's running the low line, and I think we kind of talked about this. He ran the low line that time through 1 and 2, but let's see if he still runs that high line in 3 and 4. And yeah, just a half a truck up off the bottom in 3 and 4 this time.
Looks like that time by Cameron Harris, the fastest truck on the racetrack, with a 22.86. His leader, Brendan Mathia, at a 22.91.
Yeah, still quite a gap, though, of 4 seconds between these drivers. 4.2 up to Brendan Mathia. So a long way to go here. But a long way to go on track as well, as we still have some 62 laps left in this race for our leader, Brendan Mathia. Currently out 2 seconds over Michael Kurgelak, Benny Campbell, Cameron Harris, and Curtis Sauber in your top 5. So we ride along on the nose of Chad Snyder's machine here as he's trying to track down that 27. 27 running the very, very high line there, trying to make that high line work. And we've raced with Cameron Harris for a long time, and he always seems to enjoy running up against the wall at many tracks. Obviously here at Richmond, he's not right up on the wall, but still running much higher than anyone else on the racetrack, and continuing to turn some of the fastest laps on track right now. He's the only, he and Curtis Sauber are the only 2 drivers. As we ride on board with Curtis Sauber, I thought we were on Chad Snyder's car, but nonetheless, these 2 guys running 22.9s, the only driver still in the 22-second bracket. Cameron Harris able to make the pass on Benny Campbell.
That's moved Cameron Harris up to the 3rd position. He's just about 1.2 seconds behind Michael Kurgelak, running in 2nd.
And he ran almost identical times with the leader while he was passing another truck that last time by. We'll see now that he's not running alongside anyone if he can match times with our leader. 22.95 for our leader, 23.02 for Cameron Harris. Brendan Mathia continuing to lead the way by 3.2 seconds over Michael Kurgelak, Cameron Harris, Benjamin Campbell, and Curtis Auburn. This is the All-American Racing League Truck Series presented to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports. This is the GTech 250 at Richmond Raceway. We are the SimWorld Racing Network. We're going to pay some bills real quick. We'll be right back with you. This is the final break of the race, and we'll be right back with you in just a moment.
Back to more racing action right after this. Looking for a safe, effective cleaning system? Look no further. GTech Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers, certified by the EPA as a safer choice product. GTech can be used quickly and safely to remove soils and stains from most surfaces. Give them a call at 770-967-6988 or visit them on the web at buyGTech.com. GTech, 5346 BBS Way, Brazelton, Georgia. GTech, your one stop for professional, eco-friendly cleaning products. For tailgating activities or just plain backyard fun, look no further than Holio. Made to order cornhole bags and boards. No order is too large or too small. You can choose unfinished or finished with stain and polyurethane, and finished with a vinyl design or your company branding. Don't wait for the season to be over. Contact Holio on Facebook. Holio, made to order cornhole bags and boards. Now back to trackside act of the All-American Racing League.
Coming right back at you here like we never left, as the 27 has caught the back of the 41 at Kurgelak for that second spot. The battle is on for second position. From 2 laps down to start this race to now battling for second spot, 27 to the inside of the 41 at Kurgelak. Side by side as they exit 4. Down through the front stretch, down into turn 1. The 27's going to nose ahead into 21. 41 using the momentum on the outside to hold on to it. Oh, 27 gets loose. That's the hard part of passing on the inside.
27's coming to pit road.
Oh, no. Was it intentional?
I think this is going to be intentional right here. I think he's going to come down and get some tires on this.
This may start a whole frenzy of pit stops here. I mean, there's guys can make it on fuel, but
yeah, we still got 50 to go. So
see if he takes tires here. Right sides are up.
Watching. Looks like he just went down. He's going to be down a lap here.
Maybe 2 here, Dave.
See, 71's getting into turn number 3 now. Cam is leaving pit road.
Yeah, so he's not going to lose 2 laps. It looks like he'll get away with just 1 as long as there was no issue on pit road for penalty. We get up to speed here as the 17's coming through turns 1 and now through turn 2 on exit. 27 gets away, going to hold on just 1 lap down thus far. Let's see if anyone else through the field decides to pit. I mean, that was very unexpected, as it looked like he was trying to take second spot away from Kurds.
Yeah, I think when he got loose there underneath Kurds, it just all of a sudden he said, I'm coming to pit road, going to put some tires on it and hope for the best here.
Yeah, we're not certain the fuel situation for these drivers at the moment. We thought they should be able to go all the way, but like you said, tires were definitely going to be a problem. But now we're going to watch, Cam's going to be turning the quickest laps of the race. He'll make a lot of this time up. Not sure if he'll make a whole lap up under green. But, yeah, we'll see what happens here. But your leader, 5.7 seconds over Benny Campbell is Brendan Mathia. Benny Campbell able to get around Michael Kurgelak to take over the second position once again. Now side by side is the 54 and the 41. 54, Curtis Auburn trying to take over third. Chad Snyder just 1 second behind this trio in front of him. I mean, right now, Cameron Harris is 1 second faster than the leader. A little over a second faster, 1.2 seconds faster. At this pace, if it keeps up, I mean, obviously it's going to stabilize at some point, but stays green, he'll be able to get this lap back under under green flag conditions.
Yeah, and that lap right there, Cameron just put down the fastest lap of the race with a 21.93.
You know, I know some of these guys use the... Oh, as the 54 is sideways, is he going to be able to hold on to it? No, he gets collected by the 26 of... The caution's going to come out here. Caution is out.
No.
That is not good news. No, Cameron Harris is the first car one lap down, so now he's going to get his lap back. Unfortunately for him, these other guys are going to be able to pit, and he'll still have to restart at the tail end of the longest line. Chad Snyder on pit road, hauling tail down pit road. And he is
disconnects.
done. No, he's there. The 71 brings his truck down pit road, leader on pit road. Benny Campbell in, Michael Kurgelak, James Nelson, Michael Boone, Curtis Sauburn is coming around. He'll come down pit road, I imagine. Not really sure how this might work out. I'm showing Harris in 8th. Okay, so he's coming. He's doing the lucky dog. That's what's happening there, I believe. Now he's still behind the pace car.
I'll say once these cars pitted, it should have put him back on the lead lap.
Yeah, I mean he's currently behind the pace car right now in 8th position though. Caution came out, froze him. He'll have to take the wave around here. Guess he was not the lucky dog. Not sure who got the lucky dog there, though, Dave. I thought Cam was the first one lap down. The lucky dog, was Sprouse a lap down? Because the lucky dog may have been Sprouse, but he pitted with the leaders, so that's going to negate his lucky dog. Harris is going to stay out here to take the wave around to put himself back on the lead lap.
Yeah, so if Sprouse was the lucky dog and came down pit road, that would, you're right, that would take away his lucky dog.
Yeah, I think that's what occurred here because he did come down with the leaders, but he's currently scored one lap down in 9th position. So I believe he was the driver at the time. He was ahead of Cam Harris and was the lucky dog recipient, but unfortunately came down pit road with the leaders. So it negated his ability to use that lucky dog pass. That's an unfortunate error by Sprouse.
And even more unfortunate for Cameron Harris because all that work he put in to drive up and battle for that second position, he's going to have to try to do it all over again in under 40 laps.
Yeah, and his strategy was going to pay off for him, I think, if it would have stayed green. But, you know, it's a big risk you take when pitting under the green at a short track like Richmond.
Yeah, and there goes Cameron Harris. He's going to get that wave around, come around and start at the tail end of the longest line.
With the lights out on the pace car, your leader is Brendan Mathia. Benny Campbell in 2nd. James Nelson up to that 3rd position. We haven't seen James up in the front all night, but now here we are as the laps are winding down. He has made it up into the 3rd spot, going to be battling for this this top spot here. And we know James can be an aggressive driver on the short run especially. 41 at Kurgelak will start 4th, Michael Boone in 5th. Curtis Sauburn will restart in 6th with Tyrone Yo 7th. Cam Harris will start 8th, but at the tail end of the field. Green flag is out. James Nelson got a good start alongside the 71. Now trying to look to the inside of the 71. Not going to make it happen this time. By 67 to the outside of the 75 to take over that 2nd position.
Yeah, Kurgelak got a really bad start. He lost a couple spots there.
5 of Michael Boone now looking to the inside of the 75. Can't quite get there. Look back up front, though. Benny Campbell really applying the pressure to the 71 that the 71 hasn't seen for quite some time in this race.
Yeah, both those trucks got loose off of turn number 2 that time.
I think, and we haven't seen the 71 really miss a step all day, but I think now that the pressure is on by the 67, it's causing him to overdrive his truck just a little bit. Slowly starting to stretch it again, though. About 0.3 of a second.
67's really just getting loose off of every single corner, and it's really starting to hurt him.
Now the 5 of Boone looking to the inside of the 75. Can't quite get his nose in there, but man, he is really driving it hard to get there. Great run off of 2. Down the backstretch. 5's going to try to look again, at least showing him the look into 3. Kind of pushes up high. Kerjelak right to the back of the 5. Now the 5 tries to look on the low side. Kerjelak is sideways.
Ooh,
He's down through the grass. This may not bring out a caution because he's not on track. No caution flag as of yet. He gets that truck righted. Tough break for Michael Kerjelak as he is now the last car on the lead lap. Next time by, we will have 30 laps to go here in the GTech 250 at Richmond Raceway. Your leader is still, once again, Chad Snyder back down pit road. Once again, Brendan Mathia out some 0.8 of a second over Benny Campbell. Michael Boone in 3rd, James Nelson 4th, Curtis Sauber in 5th, Cameron Harris rebounded to 6th position, starting to run down the 54 of Sauber for P5. '75 of Nelson losing that position to Curtis Sauber. Curtis moves to 4th. Now the 75 under fire by the 27 of Harris. 27 looking high. 75 running that low line, trying to look low on the 54. This is going to be a 3-way battle for the 4th position. 75 looking once again to the inside of the 54. Can't make it happen. I think the 27's a little faster than these guys. Davey's just having a little trouble getting around them at this point.
Yeah, that last time by, 27 took a look to the inside of the 75. As the 75 took a look to the inside of the 54, Cam thought better of making it 3 wide there, so had to back out.
As we come to 25 to go, those types of moves may be necessary if you're running anywhere but where Brendan Mathia is out in the front. That's 67 of Benny Campbell, not letting him get away here. Only 0.6 of a second now. Benny Campbell is starting to run him back down. He was 0.3 of a second faster than our leader last time by. Battle for 5th still ongoing between the 27 and 75. 27 still trying to use that high side to make it happen here. Gets a really good run off and able to run to the back of the 75, but as soon as the 75 takes the low line in the corner, 27 goes high. Now 27 looking to the outside. Side by side through turns 3 and 4. Goodness. 27 able to take over P5. Michael Kerjelak with the nose torn off the front of that truck. Not sure what happened. We're going to go back and find the replay here. As we see, he went off track. Yeah, the 41 is coming down the backstretch and off into 3. Doesn't appear to happen. Okay, yeah, just off the exit of 4, gets loose, back down through the... Oh, hits the inside wall across the grass, tearing the nose off of that truck. Hard hit to the inside wall for Michael Kerjelak, who ran up in the top 2 or 3 this entire race. Now the battle is on between the 67 and Campbell. 67 is running down our leader. Last time by a 10th quicker for the 67. This time by still about a half a tenth, as he's within 0.6 of a second of Brendan Mathias. 20 laps to go for Brendan Mathias in the 71. Dominated this race thus far. Can he hold off that 67 in the late going here? We've seen the 67 have a problem with rear grip late in the run. This one may be taking care of it a little better. I did see his twitch just a little bit on exit, but maintaining some pretty decent speed here. They ran identical, 22.63 for the leader, 22.63 for second place last time by. This time by just a couple hundredths quicker for the 67. So we're down to half a second gap between the front 2 trucks. It's another 3.7 seconds back to Michael Boone in 3rd, Curtis Saubrin 4th, and Cameron Harris in the 5th position.
Yeah, I mean, just the slightest slip up for the 71 and the 67 is going to be all over him. And same goes for the 67. A little slip up there and you could lose a lot of ground. So both these drivers racing for everything it's worth, but yet still trying to maintain balance here.
That gap is shrinking for the leader. Almost identical lap times the last time by again. We'll see what they do this time. It was a 22.65 to a 22.66 last time by. This time by, we have a 22.65 for our leader and a 22.74 for Campbell. Back out to half a second now. 0.6 of a second for Brendan Mathias. Curtis Saubrin trying to make some headway, trying to gain some track time on Michael Boone. Gets within a couple of truck links here. 54 running that lower line. Able to gain in now within 1 truck length, 1.5. This is for a podium spot. Brendan Mathias turning up the wick now. Pulls out to 1.1 seconds over Benny Campbell. Running a couple of tenths quicker last time by. It looks like Benny Campbell was maybe going away from him just a little bit here. Closest battle on the track right now between the 54 and the 5. It's about 0.4 of a second separating them. Up front, Mathias pulled out to about 1.5 seconds. Maintaining that right now. We're still following the battle here with the 54 and the 5 of Boone. 10 laps to go at the conclusion of this race. We will talk to the top 3 drivers, get their inputs and thoughts on how their race goes tonight, or has gone tonight. Field pretty well spread out now, except for this battle between the 5 and the 54. Oh, 5 into the wall. 54 closes right in now, looking to the inside of the 5 of Michael Boone. Boone trying to hold him off with the momentum on the outside. Holds him off for this lap. As they make contact, now the 54 slides down to the inside into the wall.
The yellow's going to come out. Cam Harris involved as well.
Oh, no. Your lucky dog will be Randy Sprouse. Going to get a lap back here. Get back on the lead lap into P8. This is not what Brenda Mathia wanted to see. Another caution flag. What do they do? Do you have tires left? Started this race with 5 sets of tires. I believe there's drivers.
I believe everyone should have a set of tires.
Yeah, I don't have a pit count here up on this for some reason tonight, but I believe
it looks like everybody's been down 4 to 3 times, so should be a set of tires here.
He said 4 to 3, not 43. So, oh wow, this is going to get interesting here. As everyone's going to hit pit road, or I believe everyone will hit pit road. Leaders are down. Will anyone try 2 tires? All the leaders are down. If you thought it's been a crazy race so far, you haven't seen anything yet, as they're probably going to restart this with 3 to go. We do have 3 green, white checkers available if there happens to be incident. Obviously, we're not asking for that. Don't want that. Michael Boone, first off pit road with 2 tires.
Michael Boone, yeah, 10-second stop.
Everyone else taking 4 tires. Cameron Harris with a very slow stop there, getting some of that damage corrected. Going to come off in the 6th position. I believe I'd have left that damage on if I'd have been Cam on that particular stop. Curtis Auburn's still sitting on pit road. But your new leader, Michael Boone, taking a chance, taking a gamble here on 2 tires. See if he can make that pay off for him, as he will be in control of this race. 41 going to take the wave around here, I believe. Get himself back on the lead lap. Try to get a couple spots out of it. He will have a little bit older tires, but not a bad move for him.
Well, like you said, by the time we go back to green, we're looking at probably 3 laps to go. This is going to be interesting here with Michael Boone with the 2 tires starting kind of on the preferred lane as well. So
yeah, I mean, I like that move. If he can snooker him a little bit in the Geico restart zone, as he'll be the truck to fire off. If he can snooker him a little bit and pull out a couple of truck links and just hold on to it, hold the preferred line there, we could be calling this the move of the race by the end of this thing, Dave. We know the 71's been fast, but Michael Boone's been right there in the running now. He's going to be on a 2-tire deficit, but it wasn't all that long ago they were on pit road anyway. Times hadn't fallen off all that much.
yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of holding off that 71. He's been so strong all night long. I think Boone needs to get a really good start here, get a jump, and just run his race here for the next 3 laps.
Yeah, he needs to get a jump, and he needs that 67 to be able to get to the inside of the 71 to kind of, cause a battle there for second place. So he needs to start well, and he needs the 67 to start well with him. If he has any chance of holding off this 71 who's been just so fast all night long.
Yeah, and the question is, have we seen our last yellow? Right here, 3 to go. Everyone's going to give it everything they got. We've seen these trucks get loose off the corner. If it's going to do it, it's going to be here with 3 to go.
Yeah, absolutely, because there's going to be no letting up. You're going to give it everything it's got right now. They're heading down the backstretch and into 3. We will go green this time by. Michael Boone
And
fires
the 5
off.
does get a good jump.
75 right on the back bumper of the 71. 71 trying to look to the outside, can't get it done now. The 67's trying to look to the inside of the 71.
Oh,
Michael
the
Boone
5's
gets loose.
loose.
71 going to go by, retaking the lead here. 67's going to get by, possibly now side by side for second. 67 has that preferred lane. Final lap of the race for the 71. Will the 67 be able to get to the bumper of the 71? And if he gets there, what does he do? 67 gets a great run off the corner and loses it. He's sideways.
Around.
5 gets around. 75 gets around. For your leader, Brenda Mathia, last time through 3 and 4, your winner of the GTech 250 at Richmond Raceway, Brenda Mathia. Michael Boone will finish in second with James Nelson in third. Cameron Harris will finish fourth with Tyrone Yo getting a top 5 here tonight. We'll give you the full field rundown right after we talk to the top 3 drivers. Dave, let's get James Nelson in the booth here.
Hey, James, Dave in the booth. You got us?
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, kind of a crazy finish. We kind of expected it there with 3 to go. And yeah, so congrats on a 3rd place finish. You kind of survived it. And how's it feel?
Completely unexpected. I am horrible at this track. I really would have been happy with the 7th or 8th. To pull off a podium finish is awesome.
Yeah, man, we saw that, and we kind of notated that you struggled a little bit early on through the first couple stages there, and then all of a sudden we're like, where did he come from? He's in the 3rd spot, and then you kind of lost a couple spots there through a series of racing and craziness on track, honestly, and then right here at the end, more craziness, and you end up in 3rd spot, man. Was the truck a little tight tonight, loose tonight? What was the hardest thing to deal with while on track?
I mean, the track was just super slick. The truck was extremely loose off. You could play with the brakes to adjust to the front. I was losing time in the middle the whole race. I was doing okay with saving tires, but nobody else was really burning them up either, so that wasn't a huge advantage. I just did some quick pit stops and avoided the carnage and got lucky.
Well, man, listen up. If you want to give your sponsors a little bit of love, now's the time to do so, and congratulations on a P3 finish.
As always, I'd love to thank AutoServe because every time I have them on my vehicle, it ends up with a decent finish. I want to thank my brother. He's probably watching. And thank you guys for doing a great job as usual.
All right, man. Well, listen, we're going to send you back to celebrate. Congratulations on a P3, and we'll hopefully be talking to you on, hopefully Nathan will be talking to you on Tuesday.
I hope so.
All right, buddy. We'll see you.
All right, man.
That was James Nelson in the number 75 AutoServe machine, number 75 Chevrolet AutoServe machine. Let's see if we can get Michael Boone in here to talk about his run.
Hey, Michael, Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you guys?
Hey, not too bad. Kind of a crazy ending there. Unfortunately, just getting a little loose off of turn number 2 cost you a shot there, but nonetheless, good strategy. I like the call, taking the 2 tires to give yourself a chance. Just didn't pan out the way you had hoped, but nonetheless, congrats on a 2nd place finish. And how was the race overall? It's just everyone's saying it was just kind of loose tonight.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely loose out there. As you can see in the broadcast, we got some great racers out here, and everybody's tough. And it was hard to pass when everybody was, sliding around. Yeah, at that end, that's all I can do was try to be a musician, be somebody that's trying to pull something out of my hat. And I went for it, and this is where my inexperience comes in, where I got excited and gave it a little bit more gas than I should have come around that corner.
Yeah, Michael, first of all, congratulations on finishing P2. Again, I echo what Dave says. That was a great strategy move. You got a really good jump on the restart there. We're kind of watching you, holding off Brendan. Brendan had some challenges with folks that were behind you. So it was looking really good for you until you come off the corner. And listen, in the spring race for the Cup Series, I did the same thing on the final lap and lost it off of 2 and gave up the lead as well, finishing in second. But so I know exactly how you feel, man. But congratulations on a P2 tonight. The floor is yours. Anybody you want to shout out or say hi to It's all yours.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. We can't thank you guys enough. You guys do a fantastic job for the broadcasting and with AARL. And I'm happy I'm part of this league. I appreciate it.
Well, we're happy you're here as well, man, and congratulations on finishing P2. We'll send you back to celebrate.
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yep. That was Michael Boone in the number 5 Chevrolet coming in P2 tonight. But we're going to talk to our winner for tonight, Brendan Mathia in the number 71 Chevrolet. See if we can get Brendan in the booth.
Hey, Brendan, Dave, and Dave, you got us?
I do.
Hey, Brendan, great race for you. Pretty much dominated the whole race. Put on a show, put on a clinic. I got to ask, with the 5 of Michael Boone taking the 2 tires, does it make you a little nervous there on that last restart?
Yeah, of course. You just don't know what's going to happen in that situation when you're not the control car. If they, you got to stay on your P's and Q's and make sure you get a good restart, because if not, then the guy in third's going to be to your inside, and that's what could lose it for you. So, yeah, I was definitely a little bit nervous.
Yeah, Brendan, it was a dominant performance, and we watched. I tried to watch to see, we're covering action all over the track, but tried to watch. When we were able to watch your truck, I was trying to watch to see if you were slipping and sliding around as much as some of these guys were. It seems like the exits tended to get quite loose, but I really never saw your truck step out. Did you ever have to deal with a tight or a loose condition with your truck tonight?
Well, one time, it was towards the end there. It was weird. I was coming across the finish line. My wheel was straight, and it just stepped out on me. But that was the only time all race. I never really had problems on the exit. I just tried to be really gentle with it, and then I just tried to take care of my tires with these long stages. And any time that they would get within maybe a truck or two, then I would go and blast it for 3 laps, try to extend the lead, dial it back down, and just keep doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like the ability to hold on to speed over the long run seems to be your advantage week in and week out when you're winning these races and you're doing so well. We were kind of watching another driver in the field, Cameron Harris, and I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you have anything up to where you can see other drivers' speeds and times and all that good stuff. But he started the race 2 laps down as he missed the start. Finally, but we're watching him, and his lap times late in the run were matching yours. Now, once he got back on the lead lap and you saw him coming, was there any concerns there at all with what you could see out of that particular driver?
Well, it's funny. Alan was down there with me, kind of watching the race, and it was stage 1. I knew Cameron was 2 laps down, and I know he's pretty good. So when I caught up to Randy there, I thought about being a nice guy and not passing him. But I'm like, I need to pass him, that way Cameron doesn't get the lucky dog. And because I just know he's fast, he's good. And so, yeah, it didn't surprise me when I heard that he was running identical times to me. And then he pitted, and I was just like, by the time it cycled out, he was going to have to, unlap himself. He was only a half a track ahead of me. He was going to unlap himself and then try to come back. So I wasn't really nervous at that point. I thought about doing that same strategy, but with cautions, you just never know late in the race. And unfortunately, it got him, but looks like he salvaged a nice top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations to you on another victory here in the All-American Racing League Truck Series, winning the GTech 250 here at Richmond Raceway. Anybody you want to shout out, man? The floor is yours.
Yeah, you guys for the broadcast and throwing this league together. I was just trying to make it into the playoffs. I had to run this race to do so. But yeah, just everybody that comes out here and races week in and week out, and Tuesday nights and Sunday nights, all my teammates, Riley, Alan, my dad for watching, and all I got.
Yeah, and just so you know, with your great finish tonight, and you were just outside of the playoff, pointing in by 3 points, and the driver that you needed to pass took a provisional, so you finished way ahead of him. So congratulations on getting yourself into the playoffs, back into the top 10 here. So we're gonna go ahead and send you back to celebrate, man, and congratulations on your victory.
Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Yep. That was Brenda Mathia in the number 71 Chevrolet winning the race tonight. Let's go ahead and pull up our finishing order, your winner was Brendan Mathia. Finishing in second was Michael Boone. Third, James Nelson. Cameron Harris rebounds to finish fourth. Tyrone Yo with a great finish, another top 5. Randy Sprouse finishing sixth with Curtis Saubrin seventh. Benny Campbell finishes in 8th. Michael Kerjelak 9th. Chad Snyder 10th. Tommy Osborne was 11th. And Nathan Christensen rounds out the field for tonight. Dave, your thoughts on the race here, or anything else you'd like to talk about here for Richmond Raceway?
No, I think that's a typical Richmond, right? You get loose off the corners, some good racing, pretty much all the way through the field at one point or another. There's just kind of little battles going on. Real exciting with the finish, coming up with that, kind of a green-white checkered look to it. It was shaping up to be pretty good. And the 5, unfortunately, just got a little bit too, like you said, a little bit too excited, I think, and kind of gave it back to Brendan. But Brendan deserves that win, hands down, dominating performance. So good to see him make the playoffs here. And I don't know where we going next for round 1. Do you know?
Round 1 will be. So we're off. We're off next. We are off next Sunday for the Truck Series, and then we will start the round of 10 will start at Milwaukee on the 4th of August. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, we'll return back here for 175 laps on Sunday the 4th for the Milwaukee Mile. But between now and then, we have the All-American Racing League Cup Series on Tuesday night right here on SimWorld Racing Network this coming Tuesday here at the Richmond Raceway. That's going to shape up to be a very good race. A lot of the same drivers that are in this Truck Series will be in that race. Some other drivers that you've probably seen on Friday nights from the Quick Finishers Racing League will also be in that race. It's going to be a interesting go. And then after Tuesday, when Friday rolls back around again, we will be at the Brickyard, Indy Brickyard. This will be the 400. So that's going to be 160 laps at the Brickyard next Friday night. So be sure to tune in, hit that follow or that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the racing action here on SimWorld Racing Network. For Dave and Dave in the booth, we hope you enjoyed yourselves. We enjoyed ourselves, and you guys have a good night. We'll see you next time.